everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Sarah and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. Sorry, I heard somebody coming in. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've already been following along. Thank you so much for being here. So right now it is early morning, January 17th, the day after Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And today I would like to share with you my sales from this weekend. I've got a lot going out. I'm really thankful for that. All different kinds of things. So clothing, shoes, boots, purses. Yeah, so a lot of stuff to ship. I think I've got 19 items to ship. And these are the sales from Saturday evening through yesterday, Monday. And then I had a bunch of sales from Friday and Saturday morning that I already got shipped out Saturday morning. And as you know, if you're in the United States, yesterday was a holiday for the Postal Service. So every reseller, I'm sure, is having a lot more to ship out today than normal just because of the long weekend. And I'm really thankful for all of these sales. So before we get into the shipping, I'm going to actually insert some numbers for you guys, and I'm going to insert those right here. Alright guys, so these are my numbers for the weekend of January 13th through 16th, 2023. This was a Friday through a Monday, and this is the first time I've shared my numbers, so make sure and let me know if it's helpful to you guys to see this. I am not at all doing this to brag or show off anything. I just thought this might be informative for those of you who are trying to increase your sales numbers and kind of see the ASP of my items and what I'm bringing in. So I broke this into two categories, Poshmark and eBay, because those are the two platforms that I sell on. I grossed $970 on Poshmark, and then after I deduct the platform fees, that leaves me with $763.13. And then when I deduct my cost of goods for those items that sold, I have a net profit of $656.42 on Poshmark. So that is not bad at all for the 4-day weekend. I'm really pleased with that. And then we move on to eBay. I grossed $167.25. Again, I'm new to eBay, so things are growing over there, but they're not to the point that I want them to be yet. Eventually, I would love for Poshmark and eBay to be grossing about the same amount. After platform fees and shipping on eBay, that leaves me with $121.77, subtract cost of goods, and then I net profit $111.68 on eBay. So my total for the 4-day weekend was $768.10, and I consider that my profit amount. Now, please be aware that this is not deducting all of my other expenses, right? So I've only included the platform fees and cost of goods here and the shipping. I still have to cover things such as shipping supply materials, my storage rent for my unit, things like income tax, right? That's a pretty big one. I'm trying to be transparent about what these numbers are and tell you what this does and doesn't include, but I am super pleased with it, and I am still in a growth phase. And again, this is not a weekly number, this is just a weekend number right now. So alright, I'm going to switch back to getting into the sales now. So let's get into the sales. We're going to start with Poshmark. Now I believe we have a total of 19 items going out today between eBay and Poshmark, mostly on Poshmark. Because Poshmark is where I get most of my sales. I've been on it longer and I've got more listed over there. I've been on eBay now for about a month and a half, so sales are starting to pick up over there. So let's see here. First, I'm gonna ship this Lucky brand top. This is like a thermal knit gray top. It's a Lucky brand exposed seam thermal top in gray, size women's small. This sold for $17 on Poshmark. And this was a bins pickup. It was listed on June 13th, excuse me. So about 6 months. Now, Lucky brand, I've been kind of experimenting with at the bins, picking it up cheap. And I've been picking up their tops, but I'm thinking I probably should be picking them up in the larger sizes, and those would move a lot better for me. They're jeans and like cardigans and stuff like that move really well for me, but the tops, it's really hit or miss. So, you know, if you're gonna experiment with the brand Lucky Brand and anything but their jeans, I would suggest just keeping your cost of goods really low, or being really intentional to run comps. So I was pleased with that sale. Let's get it packaged up. It's a Poshmark sale, so it's gonna go in my go-to padded flat rate. And this top is headed to Nashville, Tennessee. Cool, not too far from here. All right, next I sold this pair of Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply. Denim and Supply is the line of Ralph Lauren. And is it Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren, guys? I've heard it both ways so many times, I'm not even sure what it is, but you probably know what I'm talking about, the brand-wise. So this is a pair of men's jeans. Let's see what the size is. Yeah, so these are the slim style, it just says slim, and they're a dark wash 34-30. And when I found these, they're just like in perfect condition. I couldn't believe it. This is a brand that sells really, really well within Ralph Lauren. It's about the only one I'll pick up. Occasionally I'll pick up Ralph Lauren if it's like a special style or something, but otherwise it would have to be like the higher tiered Ralph Lauren labels like purple or black, you know. If you see those, I think those are typically worth more. But I was pleased with this. I picked it up for $8 at a regular Goodwill, and I only paid that much because I figured I could get you know, a good return for these, and I did. They sold for $51 on Poshmark. They were listed on November 26th, and today is January 17th, so a really great turnaround. All right, so these are gonna go in a padded flat rate. Just like that. And these jeans are headed to St. Paul, Minnesota. Again, thanks for your orders if any of you guys happen to be watching. I appreciate it. Thank you sticker and my review stickers. If this is your first time watching and you haven't seen my previous Ship With Me videos, I do use stickers on my orders. So this one, let me get out of it. This one says, love your order, please leave a review. And then I also use thank you stickers that just say, thank you for supporting my small business. And I put those on the outside. So those ready to go? Let's keep going. Next, we're gonna ship this Columbia Crossroads jacket in brown. Here it is. This thing has sat forever, guys. I was really happy to move this. Columbia is just a brand that does not move well for me. Let me know how it does for you guys, or if there's specific things within Columbia that does well for you, but kind of across the board, I just don't pick it up anymore. You know, I would pick it up, I guess, at this point, the only circumstance I would pick it up is if it was like a nice goose down jacket or like a really expensive piece, but like just their basic jackets and stuff like that, they just do not move. So let's check out when this was listed. So this sold for $22 on Poshmark, and it was listed on April 18th. That is way too long for my liking to be sitting, but I'm thankful for the sale, and it's super cute. It's got like a contrast lining, and then it's got the cute lining on the cuffs there. Size women's large, $22, and I picked this up at the bins. So this is gonna go in a padded flat rate. Let's get it packaged up. And this Columbia jacket's headed to San Antonio, Texas. I love that place. Oh, the weather's so good. I remember the first time I ever went there was January 1st in like 2005 for one of my cousin's weddings. And I just couldn't believe, you know, being a Hoosier, living in Indiana, I could not believe how nice the weather was for it being January 1st. Like, it was just this perfect breeze, and oh, it was just beautiful. All right, that one's off. Let's keep going. Next, so I'm actually gonna do the clothing first, and then we're gonna ship all of like the bigger items, purses and shoes and stuff at the end. Let's ship this Nike women's swimsuit. So this is a women's Swimvex color block one-piece swimsuit in red and black, size 8, sold for $20 on Poshmark. I picked it up at the bins, and I listed on October 29th. And yeah, so that's a great turnaround. Bins pickup, size women's 8, sold for $20, so I'm happy with that. When I found it, I could just tell that it was like kind of a newer looking design, and size 8 is a great women's size, so I thought I would give it a chance. And looked at the color scheme and the pattern was cool, and it ended up moving really quick, so I'm happy about that. Let's get it packaged up. All right, and that swimsuit is headed to Hopkins, Minnesota. Another Minnesota order today. Nice. All right, and that one's off. Let's go to, all right. So next we're gonna ship this pair of little girls jeans. These are by the brand Joe's. If you haven't heard of it, it's really expensive, new, sold at Nordstrom, stuff like that. So yeah, this is new with tags, and it's a pair of little girls, the Jane, mid-rise cropped skinny jeans, size 7, new with tags. These sold for $18 on Poshmark. I picked them up for $2 at a regular Goodwill, and they were listed on November 23rd, so fantastic turnaround. Yeah, I picked them up because I didn't think I could get like a ton for them, but I was like, okay, Joe's new with tags, even though they're little kids, and I'm only paying $2, I think I can turn a good profit for those. And those didn't sit very long at all, like about a month and a half, so very pleased with that. Let's get them packaged up. Padded flat rate. And the Joe's jeans are headed to Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna have to get started on my new roll of thank you stickers soon. They're almost gone. It's such a good feeling though. It means sales are good, so I am not complaining about it. All right, so that one is off. All right, so next we're gonna ship this women's American Giant. I've heard of this brand a lot, but this was the first time I found it. I knew it was a bolo. Has a good resale price, and it's pretty expensive new. This is an American Giant women's small heavyweight fleece full zip jacket hoodie in sage green. Again, women's size small. This was listed on November 20 something, so not long ago. And I paid $4.19 for this at a regular Goodwill, and it sold for $42, so I'm really pleased with that flip. I would say if you find American Giant at a good price like that, definitely run some comps and see if that might be worth picking up, because it's the first time I found it, you know, which tells me that it's pretty popular and people hang on to it once they have it. So, you know, I hope to find it again, but we'll see what happens. So let's get that one packaged up. This one's gonna go in a tie-back because it's just not gonna fit in a padded. I'll show you the tie-back. It even ripped the tie-back. Okay, so one thing about this brand American Giant that I noticed is like super heavy-duty cotton. Yeah, and I just kind of ripped the top there. I'll just tape that up, it'll be fine. But the item fits really well. And this is the tie-back envelope. It's a little bigger than the padded flat rate, and it's also made of a different material. It's not padded or anything, so. All right, so that one's all good to go now, and it is headed to Atlanta, Georgia. And it's off. All right, next we're gonna ship this Torrid high neck crop top. It is a size women's 2X, new with tags. Is called the Torrid 4K multi-stripe high neck crop top. Now this did not have a high retail price on it. Let's see, what did it say? Well, let me see the tag, let me look at the listing. Yeah, so this had a retail price on the tag of just $18.90. So I knew I wasn't gonna get a lot for it, but I found it at the bins, and with Torrid being so popular, I thought I'll get something for it, and it sold for $9. Picked it up at the bins, listed on October 27th, great turnaround, and got lots of interest. But yeah, so like, I think for that, for retail being $18.90, getting half of that, I thought was awesome for that. So happy with that sale and the quick turnaround. Let's get it packaged up. And that Torrid crop top is headed to Middleton, New York. feel like I get like a geography lesson every single time I ship, and it makes me want to go look up all the places and see where they're actually at. You know, some of them I've of course been to, but a lot of them I haven't. Most of them I have not. All right, so that one's off. Next, let's ship. So this is just a men's green basic Carhartt t-shirt, men's size XL. It is called the Carhartt Original Fit Short Sleeve Workwear Pocket Tee. Sold for $10. This sat for a long time. I probably had it priced too high. Sat since March 18th. Picked it up at the bin, so about $1 into it. Sold for $10. So pleased with that. You get that moved out. It does have, let's see, did it have a flaw? That may have been why it was sitting. Yeah, I see like a little paint speck right there. So yeah, but I mean, you know, like if you know anything about Carhartt, you know it just like lasts and lasts. Like it, even if it gets damaged or has stains or something, people still will buy it and people will still wear it because the quality of the material stays really good. So pleased with that sale. It is headed to Irvine, California. Am I saying that right? Is it Irvine or Irvine? I want to say Irvine, but let me know if you're from California and you know how to say that. You can put the phonetic pronunciation for me in the comments below. All right, that one's off. Let's move on. My neck is itching. Ugh. All right, we're gonna ship this pair of Nike Pro shorts. This is a pair of cross wrap waist fitted training shorts in purplish blue, size women's medium, and they've got like a really cool cross waist with the Nike writing on there and stuff. I find that these like compression style short shorts, women's short shorts in the compression style do really well for me, so I pick them up nearly every time I find them. They're not crazy high sellers, but they are really popular. Like these sold for $19, so I'll take it. I picked them up at the bin, so less than $1 into them. Listed on November 13th. Fantastic turnaround. And yeah, sold for $19, size women's medium, so perfect condition. Let's get those packaged. All right, and those are headed to Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Not far from me. All right, off they go. Let's keep going. All right, we've got this Polo Ralph Lauren black mock neck pullover sweater. You know, it's like the Polo Ralph Lauren classic men's pullover, and it has like kind of like the ribbing texture. I don't know if you can see it from there, but it's got like this ribbing texture. I do really well with these. You know, they're not high sellers, but they are consistent sellers in like the 20 to 25, sometimes $30 range. So this sold for $20. It's solid black, size men's, medium, quarter zip mock neck. I paid $4 for it right at Goodwill and sold for $20. Listed on October 23rd, so not bad. Let's get packaged up. That's headed to Panama City, Florida. I love Panama City Beach. Been there a lot. One of our favorite vacation spots, actually. We love to go and get a condo there for a week and chillax by the beach. All right, that one's off. Let's keep going. Okay, we've got this pair of men's Nike Team League basketball training pants, size extra large. These were a men's pickup. I picked them up because they were in fantastic condition and they were a men's XL and just, you know, just really nice, like no wear at all. Men's pickups, about $1 into them. These sold for $25 on Poshmark, listed on November 14th. Nike tends to be a great bread and butter brand for me. I sell a lot of Nike, and actually I sell more Nike than I do Adidas. Nike just sells better for me than Adidas overall. More sales and higher ASP. That's my experience. All right, these are headed to San Francisco, California. Told you guys with the California orders, how many is that today? Like 2 or 3. It's not a good shipping day, like I say, unless we get some California orders. New York, Florida, and Texas. So let's keep going. All right, next we've got, this is the brand Aerie. A-E-R-I-E. This is just a high-rise tie-dye floral high-cut bikini bottom in blue, sold for $17. This brand Aerie has really surprised me this over the past year. I never used to, wasn't familiar with it before the last probably 8 or 9 months. And then I started picking it up, and it performs pretty well, actually. This was listed on May 10th, sold for $17, picked it up at the bins. And because of the weight of that, you know, I probably paid like a quarter to 50 cents for it. So glad to get that moved out. And that is headed to Carville Beach, Maryland. Makes sense that that would be headed to a beach, right? Off it goes. All right, let's keep going. All right, we've got, this is a pair of O'Neill Kellerman denim shorts, and they are new with tags. Now this was a part of a haul that I picked up at Going Gone store. It is a Dick's Sporting Goods outlet, and I really looked back on that haul that I got at that store, and I don't think I should have gotten it. But I'm moving this stuff out, but just slowly, because I had to price it higher than stuff at the bins. It's because I paid higher for it, so you know, to get my money's worth back out of it. Yeah, like I picked these up for $9.98 at the Going Gone, and I sold them for $20. And they sat since August 28th. So, you know, next time when it was kind of like a liquidation. All the stuff that I got on that haul was new with tags, and I would not recommend doing that again. I'm not going to plan to do that again unless it's like just a crazy good deal. And I know for sure I can flip it. Well, I got a bunch of like North Face, let's see, what did I get? I got North Face shorts and tank tops. Got some Brooks bras. I got a pair of these shorts. It was just kind of a lot of like summer clear out stuff, but I'm not really liking the margins on them. So, you know, even though I almost doubled my money, I would rather make way more than that per item and flip it way sooner. So nonetheless, I'm happy to get rid of those and get the sale out. Those are size women's 27, and again, cost of goods $9.98. And sold them for $20. All right, the O'Neill shorts are headed to Lahaina, Hawaii. Hardly ever get Hawaii orders. That's so exciting. Yeah, so Lahaina or Lahaina, Hawaii. I'm not sure how to say it. But off they go. All right, so let's hop over to eBay and do the clothing sales over there. I think I have 3 total sales on eBay from the weekend. Again, I'm new to eBay, that's why there's just not as much activity over there. All right, so the first thing I want to ship on eBay is this Garnet Hill. This is the first time I've sold the brand Garnet Hill. Yeah, you can just see half the label there, but it's a pretty expensive retail brand, and I picked this up at the bins because first I recognized that brand Garnet Hill, you know, is pretty good, and then this is 100% linen dress. It's like a Henley style beige long sleeve dress, size women's 10, great size, bins pickup. So this was listed on October 29th, and then it sold for $25 on eBay. But this would have been listed on eBay early December, because again, I keep getting that mixed up. So this would have been listed on eBay early December, and then it flipped in about a month, so pretty good. It's gonna go USPS first class, I believe. Yes, so I always have to check. It's gonna go in just a regular poly mailer. I'll get it in there. And the reason I check the listing to see whether it's going USPS first class or not is because I've pre-weighed my items. I weighed my items when I listed them, so that's already done, and I can just print the labels very, very quickly and put them in my string of labels over here. So this Garnet Hill dress is headed to Madison, Connecticut. There we go. Please leave a review. Thank you for supporting my small business. And off that goes. All right, let's go to the other eBay order. I was really excited about this sale. This is a J. Jill soft floral leaf sleeveless Henley midi dress, and it's got just the cutest pattern. It's so cheerful and bright and spring-like. I picked this up at a regular Goodwill for $5.59, and it actually sold full price for $34 on eBay. Size women's large, listed on December 1st. Great turnaround. Very happy with that. Again, J. Jill is a brand that performs pretty well for me in the larger sizes, so I often will pick it up if I can keep my cost of goods low. That is going to go USPS first class. Hope everybody had a good holiday weekend and had lots of good sales too. Got to spend some time with family. All right, the J. Jill floral dress. I actually really liked it because it's not really floral, it's more like leaf print. I thought that was really unique. This dress is headed to Ketchikan, Alaska. Wow. Yeah, I get very few Alaska and Hawaii orders, you know, just because the populations aren't as high as some of the states in the, you know, where they call it the contiguous United States, which is what, the 48 states that are all connected to each other. So, all right, anyway. All right, guys, so now we've got 4 items left to ship. 2 pairs of shoes and 2 purses. So these are gonna be, you know, handled a little bit differently since they're just shaped differently in different items. So let's start with the purses. So this baby fat purse. So you guys probably, where'd it go? I just dropped something. So you guys probably remember if you watched my last haul video, I just picked this purse up, guys, and I thought it was just crazy fancy. I found it at the bins, and here it is. It's this baby fat vintage Y2K blingy furry exterior purse with just crazy amounts of bling, zebra interior, crossbody strap. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really know what I was getting into when I picked it up. I just thought somebody's gonna want this. Like, it was so unique that I thought somebody's gonna want this, and I'll do research later. So cheap at the bins. I listed it, and I didn't even have time to cross-list it to eBay because it had already sold. It sold in 6 hours on Poshmark for $59, so that pretty near paid for half of that entire haul that day. So very pleased with that. Listed, yeah, it doesn't even matter the listing date, right? So listed on January 15th, sold the next morning, so in just 6 hours after listing. So I'm really pleased with that. So for this one, I'm gonna put it in this clear 13 by 18 bag to protect it. And then I think I'm gonna put it in a medium flat rate. I'm either gonna put it in the medium flat rate or a large flat rate box. Let me see what might be the best fit. I definitely want to put this in a box. Well, first of all, it's not going to really fit in a poly mailer, but I want to put it in a box just to protect it because it's kind of a higher price sale. Had a much higher price sale, but you know, $59, you don't want anything to get damaged on it. great, perfectly fits in that bag. And so I could put it in the medium flat rate. It's gonna be pretty tight, but you know, that could work. Or I might put it in the large flat rate. I already had these put together from my shipping video, so I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. Just grab a couple of those. And yeah, it's gonna fit best in the medium flat rate box. This one right here. So I'll get that packaged up again on the USPS website for free. Medium flat rate. And I'm gonna reinforce, like, you know, it fit fine, fit perfectly, but I'm gonna reinforce the ends with tape just because I don't want anything flying out. All right, this purse is headed to Overland, Missouri. There we go, off it goes. And I bet that's pretty near, I bet we're at least getting into the 4 to 4.5 pound range there. I'm not gonna weigh it because I'm 99.9% sure I haven't hit the 5 pound mark, but I think I'm probably around 4.5. Over time, the longer you do this, you just kind of just get used to gauging. And thankfully on Poshmark, you have that range of anything up to 5 pounds. It all ships for the same rate. It all ships priority. So, all right, let's keep going. 3 more orders. Another purse on Poshmark. This is the brand Tig Nanello. First time I've sold this brand, but I found it at the bins. I've got 2 pieces listed, a wallet and then this purse by this brand. And the reason I picked it up at the bins is because comps looked good. It's 100% leather, red, unique color, crossbody. Red is pretty unique for a purse, I think. I don't see that super often. Picked it up at the bins, listed on November 6th. Wow, that's a really good turnaround. I'm gonna show you the purse. Here it is. It's just a cute little red crossbody. But my favorite part was the interior. It's got like really cool chain print on the interior like that, and it's just like really nice. Magnetic snap on the front there, zip there, interior pocket. So this is gonna fit perfectly in a padded flat rate. So let's get that packaged up. There we go, perfect. And that padding will provide, I think, just enough padding for that type of item to keep it protected. This purse is headed to Tigard or Tigard, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say Tigard, Oregon. Cool. Thanks so much for your order if you're watching. All right, and that one's off. All right, so we have 2 shoe orders now, one on eBay. Let's go to the eBay one. And this one's gonna be shipped in a shoe box. This one right here, so let me get that taped up. All right, and this is a pair of Sam Edelman pebbled leather petty ankle boots, size women's 9. These sat forever. Where did I get these? They were listed on March 18th. I didn't put where I got them. I think I got them at the bins. I'm not sure. They had a little flaw on the heel, like just a tiny chip, but I didn't think it would make them sit that long, but they did. So anyway, sold for $15 on eBay. That one I was just kind of like, yes, I'll take the $15 offer. I just want to get rid of them. And these are actually headed to Indiana. So let's see, Merrillville, Indiana. So these are gonna go in the shoe box. And because there's a little bit of extra space, I'm going to put a little bit, like 1 sheet of packing paper in the top so they don't move around too much. And the plastic bag will protect the leather from if, in the rare chance, water happens to seep through the package. It's been kind of rainy in Indiana lately. All right, cool. All right, off it goes. All right, guys, the last thing that we're gonna ship today is this pair of Sperry boots. They're a waterproof rain snow boot with some nice treads. They've got a cute buckling on the side, and this is a houndstooth print. Again, guys, with the houndstooth, that print does really well for me, whether it's on a purse, whether it's on shoes, blazers, shirts, you name it. It just, people seek it out, it's cute. So yeah, these sold on Poshmark. I don't think they were listed very long either. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so Sperry tall waterproof rubber rain snow boot in houndstooth. They are lined with like a super fuzzy, comfortable material. Size women's 8. These sold for $24 and they were listed on November 23rd. Fantastic turnaround, so very pleased with that sale. And I'm gonna try to fit them in a shoebox. I might have to do a little bit of moving them around, but since they're rubber, I think that's gonna bend a little bit and that's gonna be okay. So let's try it. All right, yeah, so amazingly, look how bendable these are, and I'm actually gonna be able to slide them in this way and then do the other one the same way, but going in this direction. So I think I'm gonna need to put them in kind of at the same time. It's gonna be a tight fit, but I think that it's gonna work. Yep. All right, and I don't think those are gonna be bent by the time I get them. That is a very tight fit. Packing paper on top. Under 5 pounds, so. All right, these boots are headed to Sherman Oaks, California. Another California. I'm telling you guys, so many California orders every day. All right, that one's off. All right, guys, so that concludes the sales from Saturday evening through Monday evening. Thanks so much for watching. I hope it was helpful for you and educational. I know this was the first day that I shared my numbers, like, you know, the money I'm making. So if you like that, if that was something helpful for you to hear, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll try to do that in my next What Sold video. Hope you guys all have a great Tuesday.